What is the most innovative knife company in your opinion? How's it going, everybody? I'm Rollshambo, the connoisseur and collector of all things sharp and shiny. And if there is one knife maker, one knife designer that stands out above the rest when it comes to pure innovation in the knife design game, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you would, smash that like button. It definitely helps out. It's free and it lets YouTube know that you appreciate knife content. Today, we're talking about a knife from a company that you may have heard of. It's a knife from Winter Blade Co. And more importantly, this is a knife that was loaned to me by one of our channel moderators. Shout out to Oreo Dave for not only pre-ordering this, but having it sent directly my way. I have the opportunity to check this out first and foremost before I send it to its rightful owner. And I'm excited because last year I tried to get in on a Winter Blade Co drop and it went terribly. I got kicked out of the cart. I didn't get what I wanted. I was depressed. And needless to say, I went without a Winter Blade Co magnet driven knife. But today we get a chance to check one out and I'm excited to go through it with you. I have not opened this box. We're going to do it together because this is a special day and I'm excited to get into it. Let's check out the Winter Blade Co Mirage. All right, so here it is, the unboxing for the Winter Blade Co Mirage. And once again, huge shout out to Oreo Dave for having this shipped directly to me, brand new. That was quite generous of him to let me be the first one to check this out and give my 10 cents on it. Today we're going to be unboxing it with the Civivi Hypersonic. I figured a crazy knife to unbox a crazy knife. If you want to see my review of this knife, make sure to check that link right there. But alas, I have a feeling that you are here to see this bad boy. I gotta say, by the way, I do prefer this type of package over the typical priority mail USPS box. I feel like it just makes more sense, right? You know, you cut the tape. It makes sense where you cut it. You don't have to peel the box apart. All right, here we go. What? Nope. Just kidding. Not ready. Wasn't ready yet. All right. All right, guys. So here it is. If you ordered one of these, this is what your experience was like. And all of this will be making its way to Oreo Dave. First and foremost, you get some extra screws. That's kind of cool. You get this pog, or is that a patch or a magnet? Let's be honest. It's Winter Blade Co. That's probably a magnet. Look at that sticker. That's fantastic. And then, of course, in the bag, it says, very important before using your new Winter Blade Co. product, visit the web address for vital product info. Cool. I did visit the web address and I did not see the vital product info, but maybe you did. In the box, we've got this microfiber cloth. Let's go ahead and get this box out of the way so that we can take a better look at this. So you don't just get a hank with Winter Blade Co. When you buy one of these knives, you get a full-on microfiber cloth in this electric neon green. And of course, the knife is in this hard case. And I gotta say, this hard case is gotta be one of my favorite designs. Like, no pouch needed. Give me a hard case like this all day. Guys, it's time. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Check that out. And that mirror polished backspacer. Damn. All right. So here's the thing. I do believe that this is titanium, not aluminum. I could be wrong, but I do believe it's titanium. The hard part is that the magnet test will not work on this because there are, in fact, magnets in the knife. That is nice. I could be wrong. Future me, do me a favor. If that is actually aluminum and not titanium, pop it up on the screen if you found out by the time this video releases. We've got carbon fiber inlay on a single-sided captive pivot. I'm assuming that this backspacer is steel, could be wrong. We've got slabs of carbon fiber, and then this material, which I'm pretty sure that's titanium. Now, this knife is supposed to be assisted, not automatic, but assisted, because when you flip this switch, that is so weird, but it's weird in a good way. It's not like ProTech level. That is the magnet lock. It's so tame and gentlemanly. Oh man, I like this blade shape. Winter Blade Co has done a fantastic job on their blade shapes. The coating feels nice. The pocket clip is not fully deep carry, but it is pretty decent, right about there. You know, that's not a whole lot of knife handle to have sticking out of your pocket. I'm not disappointed by that. On the hardware, it looks like we have T8 on the pivot and T6 on the body screws. Do I wish that they were T8? Always, but it's never a deal breaker. This just looks so good. It doesn't look as wild as the Factor does, but I think that that's okay because the Factor wasn't for everybody. Some people said, you know what, it's just too crazy for me. And so this one is more of it's kind of an homage back to a simpler design, but with all of the engineering that makes this the knife of the future. If you've seen my previous videos, you probably already know that I am a huge fan of designs that are different. And if that's you, if you're a fan of designs that are different, this will probably speak to you. Now here's the problem, the batch 1 pre-orders were sold out. And so if you have one of these, it's because you were part of the batch 1 pre-order. Now with Winter Blade Co, they do have these made and OEM'd by Bestech. And it's taking, I want to say, between 6 to 8 months for a pre-order to ship in. But, you know, I believe that the wait was well worth it. The layers of design here and the fact that nothing feels like this lock. Let's be honest for a second. That lock looks like an Axis lock that you'd find on a Benchmade, but it's not. That is different feeling than just about anything else. It is magnet driven, and if you completely keep your hand off of the blade and you just the fact that that swings open so elegantly, it's like rolling slowly by in your nice sports car. Wow, that is good. How's the ergos? Yep, ergos feel good. Are they the best? No. You do get a little bit of, I'm not going to call it a hot spot, but you feel the edges, especially on this carbon fiber. I would have liked to have seen that these edges rounded over a little bit. The metal does not feel bad. And overall, the grip doesn't feel bad either. Are they the best ergos? No. This knife was very, very highly engineered, and it looks fantastic. I wouldn't bear down too hard on this regardless. And if you're not bearing down, it'll feel good. How's the reverse grip? Reverse grip feels nice as well. No issues there. And you know what? If you're interested to see the context behind this, make sure that you follow the channel because I will, in fact, be doing a grail or garbage ranking of this knife. There's no way that I could not do that. This is freaking cool. If you're a knife collector, you've probably been following Winter Blade Co. I know that I have. I tried to get my hands on a Factor last year, and I couldn't. And so when Oreo Dave said, hey, I got in on the Mirage pre-order, and I'm going to have it sent to you first, I was pretty giddy. This is cool. There is this weird thing going on where you go to close it and it wants to kind of pop back out. That's going to take some getting used to. But if you let go of the button and you don't hold on to it, it's a non-issue. It's only when you hold on to it that it might want to pop back out. It does have a bias towards staying open or staying shut. The magnet is different. But the action when you go to reverse flick it is, well, it's perfect. That is really, really cool. There's nothing else that I've handled that's quite like it. And knowing that this is somewhat tamer than what we got with the Factor means a lot to me. It means that it's not just supposed to be a gimmick. This is supposed to be engineering at its finest in the knife community. And you've got to appreciate that. The attention to detail here is mind-blowing. I don't think that I've ever seen a carbon fiber inlay on a captive pivot. More so, you also get it on that lock button right there. And it matches really well with these carbon fiber slabs, to be followed up with this super high polished backspacer that is full length and a pocket clip that is 3D milled. Like guys, this is not just a knife. This is art that you can carry in your pocket and actually use. And I happen to know that the designer, Brian Winters, 100% expects people to use this knife. Wow. Now I know that Oreo Dave was a little concerned because he told me, he's like, you know what? I know that some people didn't give this knife a glowing review. I got to tell you, I think that this is freaking cool. And Dave, if you decide that it's not for you, make sure to let me know. I'd be happy to take it off your hands. This is awesome. Wow. It blows me away how much design went into this, how much thought went into this. I don't mind the billboarding here on the handle where it says Mirage. I think it looks pretty cool. The edge, oh yeah. That is very slicey from the factory, very thin behind the edge, not super thick. Is it overbuilt? In the sense that there is so much that went into this, I would say it's overbuilt, but it's not thick. How's the lockup with that magnet lock? Yeah, no, lockup is solid. That is cool. I'm really digging this one, and I especially like the blacked out blade. The blacked out blade does not show the best on camera, but that is nice. Let's go ahead and do a quick comparison. I know that the blade length is just shy of 3 inches, so that's going to be very knife law friendly. Is it considered an assisted knife? I would say probably, because, you know, you just pull down on this switch and it goes out. Is it fidgety? Yeah. I imagine that you could probably annoy some people. Does it have the ting? No. No ting on this one. So if you're looking for that Winter Blade Co Factor ting, it's not there. But it's very, very cool. And the magnet lock is exceptional. That is by far one of my favorite knife locks. Just in the actuation, the tiniest of carbon fiber inlays? What? Oh man, this is cool. Dave, you got a good one here, brother. Happy to report you definitely got a good one. Let's do a quick comparison up against the CJRB Warney Pyrite. This is a terrible comparison. I'm doing this just for the size. The fact that I have this engineering masterpiece next to, you know, the $50 button budget lock knife of the year, or so people said. For a size comparison, they're going to be very similar. The carry profile on here, it's going to be quite a bit thicker on the handle scales because there's more layers, okay? There's just more layers. But lengthwise, very, very similar. So if you like the length of the regular Pyrite or the Warney Pyrite, that'll do it for you. And that's about as similar as they get. Is it ambidextrous? Kind of. I mean, the pocket clip does not switch over to the other side. You can easily actuate that lock with your left hand. I am not left-handed. I am, of course, right-hand biased. As you can see, not too much dexterity with the left hand. Let's go ahead and switch back. It is kind of weird to me that sometimes it wants to bounce out, and that's that magnet for you. So when you are flicking it back in, give it a little bit of juice, release the lock after you flick, and there will be no issues. Not a whole lot of body screws here, guys, but I will caution you. And if you don't believe me, feel free to watch someone's disassembly video of this. I think Nick Shabazz has a good one. Disassembling this knife is not like disassembling any other knife. And I'll say that. What are some drawbacks about this design? Well, the first and foremost is going to be the fact that it has magnets. I said it. Is it a benefit? Yes, it's an engineering masterpiece. But it could also be a bit of a drawback if you work in an area that has metal dust or metal shavings. Or if you have something that's sensitive to magnets in your pocket, it might cause you to not put that in the same pocket as this, or you might forget. These days, I know that phones are pretty much okay next to magnets, but I still don't necessarily trust that. So my suggestion would be, carry your phone in a different pocket than your knife. Most of you probably do that anyways. Just thought I'd mention that. And also my concern as someone that reviews a lot of sharp and shiny metal objects is I don't know how much I would trust just having this on my desk next to a bunch of other knives, because I would feel kind of bad if this were to magnetically attract, say, another knife and just right into it. That would probably not be the best thing ever. So just a word to the wise, for those of you who were able to get one of these, I don't think I would trust it next to anything metal because it's going to attract it. It's cool. This is really cool. And I'm excited to actually rank this and put this on my leaderboard. Shout out again to Oreo Dave. Super cool. Would not have this opportunity without him. And I'm excited to see just how well it performs in a grail or garbage ranking. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if you want to see a video of another crazy knife, make sure to click the one that pops up next.